It's Wednesday. What's goody, my people? I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. I'm not even going to try to lie. It's a lot of things that's been going on that I didn't get a chance to speak to you guys about that I want to talk to you guys about today. Plus, I'm waiting for my bro. I think I was going to be late, but I said, let me just jump on the live because I'm hungry. I need my breakfast. He got me a sandwich. So I'm just waiting for him to get back. And we got a lot of things to talk about. Shouts out to the Game Spitter. I'm gonna cover this topic too. That's my guy. I watch his channel, and he's just covering, the YouTuber and his girlfriend on live. They had got killed over like a copyright. I want to talk to you guys about that. I put out a video this morning on just on people living in these tent cities. They don't have their housing, so they're living in tents. It's just a lot of things I want to get to you guys, and I got some things I want to speak to you guys about when it comes down to business, making money, and how you can profit outside of YouTube and bring that to YouTube to make even more money. So yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about, man. For anybody that don't know, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Okay, my good people, I'm hungry, man. It got me held back, man. I'm hungry, but okay. So let me see. We're gonna talk today. Let me set it off with this whole Diddy situation. What it's looking like right now for Diddy, I know they post for to file for a mistrial and they denied it. It looks like we reached the point where we understand that this whole Diddy situation is it's messy. You got a lot of people. There's more people. It's like the waiting list on who wants to be in the Diddy case, and it's to me it's sickening. It's nasty, and I'm kind of detached from all of that. I guess you could say all that wild stuff. Like when it comes down to the ladies, man, treat the ladies right, they treat you right, and sometimes and it all depends on what types of ladies people are dealing with. Some people are dealing with these fast chicks that you could pick up off the street and things like that. I seen this video, right? This guy, he was trying to kick it to this chick, and all she wanted was money. She said, "You got some money," and it's like if that, you can't be going for that type. There's different types of people in this world, and if you're looking for long term with a short term mindset person, you ain't gonna get nowhere, man. I don't know what people are thinking. In these times, I think you'll do a lot concentrating on yourself. Being single is not a bad thing. It's not like you're not having sex with people. It's just that you're not committing to somebody that you might not be necessarily trusting in to go long term with. That's all it is, man. Don't let nobody fool you. Live your life, stay happy, take care of your family, get your money, and you don't have to go out there beefing with so many different people just to get your name heard. I mean, that's not only is that's so low tier to me, it's kind of like that's what some people, that's the only thing they know how to do. I don't ever see a bunch of white people on YouTube just beefing with each other, and it's like some of the way some of these people were raised was just bad, and it's not to point the finger at them because it's not even their fault. Sometimes you got to look back to their parents, the environment they've been raised in, and they take that mentality on throughout their life, and that's how they think. This is how they come out. So this is how it goes. A lot of people are attracted to that negative stuff, and I can see why people get lost in their way. But there's a lot of other things that we have to talk about when it comes down to that whole case with, shouts out to the Game Spitter once again. Oh, how can I forget? Big happy birthday shouts out to Rosie Wynn. When you have good friends, their families, and today is my man's mom's birthday, and she's so cool. She's just a light for all of us that live in the area. And so shouts out to Rosie, always been nice to me and always giving me good word. And I'm just happy to see her still here. Got my shouts out to my boy Dub Mayer. Yeah, these are just people that I keep dearly in my heart. And yeah, like I'll tell you guys, like friends that turn family. Well, these are the people that's there, they're there in my heart. We don't have to see each other every single day to still have love for each other. That's not how I get down, not the type of people I'm around. But these two YouTubers, I guess, they caught up with each other. I see a lot of, just to speak on this for a quick second, because I feel like this is just ridiculous. just going back and forth on YouTube, what sense is that? Like, I was never a confrontational person. In real life, I'm not a confrontational person, but you know, you get into things here and there, and then you have some people that's all they know. Don't feed into these people's misery or their miserable lives, because then you become part of it, and then you have, you know, people looking to hurt you and things like that. You can do better for yourself. YouTube is not a platform where you can't progress. It's just everybody has different paces in getting where they gotta go if they have like a direction. And when I heard about that story, I'm just like, man, you know, people take things really too far. It's nothing really a person can really say too much about me that's gonna make me wanna, you know, unless it has something to deal with my family or something, or my niece, anything to do with family orientated. I just don't like people, getting into that. And if I do bump into somebody, maybe it could be something. But when it's outside of that, like people just, I guess they did something to his page. And I'm gonna check Game Spitter. Sorry, I just seen it when I turned on my TV. I just seen that you had it up there. But I don't know the full gist of the story, but I can tell by his headline, somebody got copyrighted somebody's channel. And I've seen this, earlier in my YouTube days, I've seen people going back and forth, and I kind of like channel out of that, because it's like, it doesn't make for good content anyway, when you really think about it. Some people are just stressed out, and if you gave them the right information, like I told you, it's not about mental health. They're just broken or broke. Once you find the right information for yourself, you can do better for yourself, man. Everybody has an equal opportunity to do what they got to do. Some people choose not to go there because it comes with hard work. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say to these people. Some people got to really get their minds together, man. I feel bad for my own people, because I see people feeling like that's the only way to get out. Like, life is not like a hip-hop rap battle. You know what I mean? It's not that. Even some of the youth that I do speak to on my everyday journey, or just being in the neighborhood and things like that, they respect me for, my ideas on how I look about things. And some people go with it, some people don't, But at the end of the day, you got to be real with yourself. Like, do you want to throw your life away and just spend time in prison when you can be out here doing something for yourself? This not like it's all jobs are out of here. You can find yourself a job and then build from there and get your career going and get things going for yourself, instead of just because people see, it in there. I see, like, if you're doing something, if you're attacking somebody and you're going at somebody that's another YouTuber or a channel, and y'all going back and forth, both of y'all ain't really doing anything. That content is not going to be here long. It's not going to be here long. Like, all of that type of nowadays, they're pulling a lot of YouTube pages are getting demonetized from just cussing and all of that. So once you get into that part of YouTube, you start realizing there's a responsibility that comes with everything you do. And I don't know, some people just fall victim. I'm not saying it can't happen, but things happen. I had one of my friends, rest in peace, Lou. It started, the beef, I guess, started on social media, and he's not like a beefy type of person. A real cool dude I grew up with, and I got love for him, and I know his family. One of my, as a matter of fact, one of his cousins was my girlfriend in like high school, my earlier, maybe like ninth grade or something like that, and somebody moped them out over some beef stuff. Like, it's just a bunch of jealousy and things like that. And I try to tell my people every day, man, all that jealousy and that jealous-minded stuff, you got to get that out your spirit. God ain't gonna bless you. You ain't gonna be able to get nowhere with that jealousy, man. A lot of people, they find things to get negative about, in other words. They need that negative energy. It's gasoline to their fire, man. You got to stay away from people like that. I don't even, to be honest with you, I cut down on the certain people that I watch on YouTube. If I see a person's always beefing and they don't really got no content that's really uplifting or trying to tell people on some information, I ain't really tuning in like that. I really don't have the time to tune in. I just try to get to you guys as much as I can. Remember I told you I had them videos for y'all? I got them videos for y'all. So I have to upload a few more and get them ready. Maybe I'll drop another one later on today. But I don't get into all of that stuff with, just going back and forth. And it just makes no sense for me. All that confrontational stuff, because half of these people out here, they're just looking for a way to get their money right, or looking for a way out of what they're doing. But if they wasn't doing anything before, they have nothing to bring to YouTube. If they don't have no education, all they're going to have with them is aggression. You're not going to get paid too much off of that. You're not really going to get paid too much off of that. So rest in peace to that, and that dude just threw his life away. Once again, we see it all the time. I did see a couple videos going up on different people that went to the Rick Ross car show, and I feel like these are great events that rappers should take heed of what he's doing and throw events that your fan base or people that like what you're doing could come out to, and then there's like these venues that people drive their cars out there and show off their cars and things like that. That's a good thing, It gets people gathered up, people eating, having a good time. It's like one big old barbecue with like the festivities of cars. So it's find new things and ways to make your money instead of just looking at people and seeing what they got going, and you don't got nothing going for yourself. It's gonna irritate you. It'll irritate you, right? If I went outside, started showing you my whip and this and that. That's the reason why I don't even get into all that, because I'm not really here for all of that. But I do like nice things, and sometimes people get offended by that. The way I live, if it offends you, then you could just click off, A lot of people don't have that. One of the real reasons why I wanted to, the videos that I'm going to be dropping right now is just to show you guys that there's a lot of people going through a lot of things, and no matter where you feel you are in life, you can get further than that. Like my video this morning is about people just living in tents, like I was telling you guys, and they lost their homes. These are good people. These are not criminals or anything. These are people that just lost their way, might have made a few mistakes here and there, didn't have the right financial information, tax information, and they end up, having to live in these tents in places where it's dangerous for their family. So I look at things like that and I start to say to myself, all of this other bickering back and forth, all of that stuff ain't worth it. All of that stuff ain't worth it. And it's your intake. If you see a lot of people and you just see them throwing money up and this and that, you might not even know what they're doing to get the money. You might not even want to do that to get that type of money. You can get that money somewhere else doing less work. You just don't have the information. You got to find yourself around the right people. Another thing, shouts out to, I still watch Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke, he had a great interview, and he was explaining some things, you got to go for the people that really, they bring good vibes to the community, man. Now, I'm telling you, I don't deal with a lot of nonsense, you know what I mean? Like I don't get around to that. I told you last week, right? I channeled out of this whole Diddy stuff because at the end of the day, it's Diddy. I don't know. It's like a possibility that he might not get as much time because I just see a whole bunch of people just going at his for money. It's like if he was really hurt, it's not, you mean to tell me, I would understand if, I know some people went to the police, and I guess he's in cahoots with certain places, neighborhoods he lives in. He tries to get to know law enforcement so he can probably make his way out of certain situations if he was to ever get caught. But this is that man's life, and this is how it shows you that one day you can be a billionaire, and then the next day you can be just in prison and fighting for your freedom and fighting, because once you do wrong to people, that carries way further than the things that you feel like you can take over and all this power. Look, let me tell you, man, all that power people think they have, they don't. They don't. The most power you're going to have is in the time you have here to do something with your life and help other people or whatever you got going for yourself. Even if you just help your family, your people, that's good enough. It's a life well lived if you accomplish the goals that you set out. But a lot of these people don't even have that blueprint. They don't have no blueprint to their life. They just want to do whatever and just to get whatever. And then it's like, let's take it back to like Young Dolph passing. Young Dolph was making great music. His lifestyle, he had like a flashiest type of lifestyle, which is not uncommon to rappers. And he was helping a lot of people. Now, a lot of people think that, just because you help people, sometimes helping the wrong person could get you in more trouble. Because say you give your man that's been jealous of you, like you give him a car. Every day he sees you with another car, like cars ain't nothing to you to get, and jewelry ain't nothing to you to get. Even though you blessed him, he still has no way of making it for himself. So when he sees that you can just jump into any different thing, that still triggers jealousy in a jealous mind. You can't stop a jealous person from being jealous. They have to clear that up within themselves. People don't get that. So the more people you're around that have these type of mindsets, it makes it that much harder for you to survive, because you never know who's gonna run down on you. It can happen to anybody. Just like I tell you with the homelessness, it can happen to anybody. You could be sitting back like, nah, it can't happen to me, and it happened to you, or it happened to your kids, or you don't know what's next to come in life. So you just gotta do right by people. I don't see why what's so hard about that. I don't see, and stop looking at other people and thinking that they doing something. If somebody's doing good, that should inspire you instead of making you agitated. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people right now. I don't know where some of these people are from, but they just have the wrong mindsets. Diddy, I feel like he might end up doing time, not as much as we would think. I wouldn't think that he's deserving of 25 years. I think we've seen a lot of people tell these stories. Some of them stuck to the wall, but some of them are lies. Some of them are lies. Some of them I don't believe, but I just feel like if the overall outlook of who Diddy is as a person, yeah, it looks like he's a monster, and a selfish person, in other words. And I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't even listen to any music from Bad Boy, to be honest with you. Maybe some big here and there, but it's not like, you gotta understand, we all have choices. You don't have to do what people tell you to do. Just do what you want to do as long as you're doing the right thing. A lot of this music, like, I don't listen. I was very impressed by some of the new music. When I didn't get to talk to you guys about the BET Awards. I enjoyed myself with the BET Awards. It was great. It was great. I mean, it was young, old. It was all mixed, a blend of just good music, and I just like the performances and things like that. Shouts out to everybody that participated in that. Things like that, you can just look and say, you know what? If you want to be a musician or one of those people that hit those stages, now that you don't have to be in the industry where things can get crazy. You can do it on your own, be independent, and still be on the same stage as that person that was in the industry. It just comes with hard work. Everything you're going to be doing from this point on is going to be coming with hard work. Don't get up on here and think that people are making so much this or so much that, because the truth is that I'm about to tell you guys, they're not. Right now, if you guys really take a look at it, banks are going to be buying out all small businesses. Banks are starting their own cafes. They're selling coffee. They're not giving small business loans to these people. No, they're not getting these loans. They're not getting the information because they don't want these people to rise because of the way they act. It's just like how them fires out in LA and people rioting and doing all this nonsense. First of all, you come there, you're coming there to protest. You're coming there to tell people how speak your peace of mind. But on the other hand, you're over here looting and running in people's businesses and things like that. Like, what are you thinking? What are you really thinking? You could run in and tear down the whole LA and burn up the place, and you think people are going to be adjusted to that and want to live out there? I'm just looking at people just wilding out for no damn reason. I mean, there's a reason why you could be mad, but just because you don't get things your way doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out there and just try to be this rebel and burn down people. People work hard for their things. And now you come, you got throwing fires and you're breaking and stealing clothes. People are stealing. I've seen people like grabbing clothes and just risking it all over, like clothes and some like TVs and all this stupid stuff. Like, I'm like, come on, man. You want to throw all of this away to break in somebody's store to take it, man? You could get your money together. You'll be able to buy 10 of those. Like, why are you worrying about all of it's like people of mind to think when they don't get the way they want, the things they want, they start wilding out. And they be sad because you see people wilding out their own people, holding up these flags. When I looked at LA from like just this view, it looked like a third world country, man. It looked like, hold on, y'all. I'm about to get my breakfast. Hold on. Give me a sec. A? Yep. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, y'all still here with me? All right, yeah, I'm about to just eat this with y'all. I don't usually eat on camera all the time like that. We could make it like a mukbang today. So I'm starving. But yeah, it looked like a third world country, y'all. I know that not everybody, wanted, but you gotta respect the laws that's out here, man. Know the laws and know that you're not gonna always get your way, but you gotta just do what you can do. But today I'm chilling. What else on Diddy? I don't know. It's not looking good for Diddy, man. I don't be tuning. Oh, you know what I heard? I did see that R. Kelly He's filing papers to try to get him out of that prison because he feel like the FBI or whatever. Them people trying to kill him in there. That's why I tell the youth, don't end up in there. Because people forget about you in there. It's not the place to be, man. People getting killed in prison and all that. No good. I got so many videos to play after this. I ain't even worry about it. But they're trying to kill Kels. I don't know what's up with the prison system, but it ain't good. It ain't right. And they'll get they behind sued doing something like that. Because really, it's supposed to be a place where you go do your time. You got to go in there and now watch your back and almost getting killed and all of that. It ain't worth it. It's definitely not worth it, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. That's why I get up here. I be trying to uplift my people. Let people know that they're worth it. You get there. Because everything else is just a blur. A lot of people losing their jobs. Some people can't even keep their relationships together. Shit's crazy. I seen this video, right? This dude, he was going through like some kidney issues in the hospital. And I guess it was draining things from his kidney and he was knocked out. But the title above it said, he said, my girlfriend left me when I going through hard times or something like that. And I was just like, damn, look at that. Some of these people don't even have females on their side that if things do go wrong, they're out the door to the next guy. Be around the people that love you, not the people that love you for whatever they think you are. And you wouldn't be so mad all the time. And don't be rushing to go nowhere. Take your time. I'm happy and grateful for my family and the things that I do have. I ain't worrying about the things that I don't have. It's the things that I do have that mean so much in my life. I'm not really worried about what everybody else is doing, what everybody's saying. Shouts out to Casa Knott. You seen him at the BT Awards and enjoying himself. Kevin Hart was talking to him on stage. Come on now. That's big stuff right there. How you doing? What's up, Jason? I'm just yapping it up today. A lot of the things that's going on on social media, it's wicked, man. I don't know what you guys heard about Macklemore? His home was robbed. Somebody came in there and started spraying them with some mace or some pepper spray or something like that. A bear spray, something crazy, and I guess they was trying to do a home invasion. That's why you gotta live in a community where people they know who you are, and people, you feel comfortable in the community. Don't just move up in these places. People are watching people with money, watching a lot of entertainers, and they are trying to rob them for everything they have, because right now in certain places, it's like a come up. I'm pretty sure that was happening out in LA. They're used to them home invasions and all that nonsense. It can happen anywhere, but at the end of the day, you gotta be prepared for everything, bro. Shouts out to Jason, though. You got to be prepared for a lot, man. Macklemore is not even the type of rapper that go out there and be seeking all this attention or seeking all this wilding out stuff. But I'm pretty sure he probably had a nice watch. He went somewhere, or maybe some jewelry on. He went somewhere, somebody seen it, like, okay, I know where he's at. I know where he lived. And they on him like a cheap suit. And it's sad because all that stuff you could get on your own. Stuff gonna be costing even though nowadays everything costs an arm and a leg, the things you buy, you gotta know how to protect that. The image that you trying to be out there, you gotta make sure that that's the image that's suited for you. If you're not a killer, you're not a shooter, don't act like one. And I don't even know why people want to put themselves in that position. To having a whole bunch of people after them. Because out here, it will happen. But yeah, man, they ran down in Macklemore's house. It was a home invasion. That's messed up, man. He don't even playing the tough role or nothing like that. Lil Durk, I seen something that was going. I was reading something on Lil Durk, and it lets me know that Lil Durk, he might not ever make it out. But Lil Durk is in trouble. He might be one of them ones that they trying to hold. I guess they have more information on him than we do, because it seemed like they're denying him. They don't want him to come out. It's crazy, man. People are throwing their life away. NBA YoungBoy got lucky. See NBA YoungBoy out in Jamaica. For the youth coming up, just know that you'll have an easier way of life, living your life without all this back and forth beefing. If you're beefing with somebody, take it offline. See a person about that. But don't be on here just going the back and forth. It just builds the case, so everybody's watching the case like it's an action film. And then when things go down, they know how to put it together, and then guess what? They're going to be knocking at your door. You got to be smarter. Let me tell you, that game, that hip-hop game, it separates people. If you could come in there, the money will change people so quick. A lot of them guys could be bought. They'll go against their morals, everything for money. And some people ain't coming from nothing, but I'm like, damn. Treat it like a job at least. But people be playing with it, thinking that it can't happen, and stuff just be happening. What Nas said, shootouts in broad daylight. I don't know what else to tell you, man. But stay safe out there. Stay alive. I don't want to be messy on here with y'all. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man, in our communities. Like I told you, when you want to start a business and things like that, be careful. If you want to start like a loans, you have to have a clear record. You want to get a loan from the bank or something. They're not giving anybody anything in these times. I bit my lip. So you gotta be very careful, man. If you want to start a business, you have to make sure your record is clean and you have a clean, because a lot of people don't trust people. I don't. A lot of people, I would not buy into anything when they got something. You got to give your information. You got to put your information on their stuff, and they got to wait. Come on, you got to think wise. You putting your information out on social media, even though it's so easy to get people's where they stay information and things like that, don't make it that much easier for them. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff anymore, man. I used to watch a lot of the back and forth beefing. Oh, he talking about him, he talking about him. I got tired of that stuff. It's kind of corny. All you gotta do is, by a flick of a finger, go to somebody else that's doing good for themselves, and then you got good content. I don't got no time to be watching people beef. Like I seen this other thing where Plies and Rick Ross is going back and forth because Plies telling him, the car show wasn't this and wasn't that. It's just like, I don't know what to say. Like, rappers going back and forth has always been a thing for them to make money. Don't get caught up in that stuff. It's not real. And if it was real, then they won't be able to get on these stages and go in different places. Because once the minute you go to somebody's area that you got a problem with, they're gonna fly their head. Nobody don't really care about like security and all that stuff. You gotta be smarter than that and move way better than that, man. So you don't get yourself caught up in these positions. I like what the females are doing out there. I like Glorilla. Her performance was really dope. I was on the BET Awards. I was like, wow, she did something a little different. She didn't have to take off all her clothes. Nah, she had the white outfit, looking real dope. Came in there, did her song. You know, I was feeling that. I was really feeling a lot of those performances. Like T.I. did his thing. These are people that I've listened to their music for a while now, and I know their character. You know what I mean? It showed a lot of other artists too that's on the come up. What type of put some responsibility in your music. A lot of music I'm hearing, they're like 2-track recorded. No, you got to make sure the production is right. You got to make sure that the song is right and it touch a lot of people. If you're gonna make a club song, make a club song. All this back and forth, I'm gonna shoot him, give up the address of people's, all that stuff, that ain't gonna make it nowhere. And in a minute, YouTube gonna be getting rid of all of that type of content. Because it's attached to violence. You gotta get that out of the way, man. You gotta think that much smarter to make something that, I wouldn't say, it's hard telling people, make something original, because for a lot of people, they can't do that. But make something that you feel that will be like, even in our past and earlier in hip hop, people would have like a strive to make some radio music, and that meant something that will be more cut clean and ready for the radio or ready for the club. Nowadays, people just throw out anything that sticks to the wall, and if they get a few views on something, they're ready to keep doing that over and over and over and over again. So it leaves a person like right there at Plainfield, not, But I ain't here to knock the young folks when it comes down to music. I'm not here to knock the young folks at all. The only people that I have a problem with when it comes down to the music is older people trying to act young to sell this image when they could be doing better. You can have your own space and touch the same amount of people that will be in your age bracket, but a lot of people just choose to go younger because they want the most views. It's like, don't let the money get ahead of what you got going on, man. Money will come. A lot of people throw their lives away. Look at Taxstone and guys like Casanova and all these guys. They threw that. It's so many artists in jail. Like I told you, there's so many artists in jail they can throw a concert from all these prisons. It's sad. I don't know if y'all know, but Tory Lanez, I think they moved him out here in New York, so he's gonna be doing his jail sentence out here, whatever. I ain't with all that prison stuff. Once you get into that type of mindset, oh, you rah, this and that, you ain't going anywhere far. A lot of the times, the things that people are getting killed over, like jewelry and things like this, beefing, man, it's not even a lot of money like that. They just didn't realize until they sit themselves down like, damn, that wasn't even worth it. And then when you try to turn your life around, you always got people that think with the same mentality that you had, and now you got to watch out for them, and that all deals with your environment. Get out of there. Don't be on this standing in the corner talking about you own this, you own that. What do you own? You don't own anything. Like I told you, the banks are taking over. The big bankers. That's why I tell you, when the market gets saturated, this is what was going to happen. Why would they give you a loan when they can take your same idea and use their money and open it? I couldn't believe it when I heard the banks with the cafes. Now all the banks, they're trying to sell coffee and open up these cafes. It's like, so all of the small business owners are getting pushed out the way through this money gentrification. Those are people, all they do is think about money, 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 money. And even though in these times that's something that's going to be on top of the list, there's got to be more to that than in your life than just sitting there just thinking, banking on that. You still got to do something you love or something that keeps you going forward. People don't get that. They're more talk about their own people. This is sad, man. But what a beautiful day in New York City. People got things to do. Everything takes time. In God's time, things will happen for you. You just gotta know where to steer your direction a little better than what you're doing. Don't be out here just doing anything for anybody. Don't prostitute yourself to social media, in other words. Don't you see a lot of the younger youth, the girls coming up, they feel like a pretty face to take them beyond, around the world 3 times. It's not true. Yeah, it could happen for certain people in certain places, but to bank on that, it's almost like you're depending on somebody else to take you to your dream. You got to figure out your dream for yourself. It's not just all about having a purse or sleeping with this guy, because we already see what happens when these girls have this opportunist mindset. Look at Diddy. I'm not saying Cassie was just the sweetest of angels. She was looking for opportunity, and when this type of lifestyle was presented to her, she accepted it because she knew that she felt like there will be money that's coming behind it. But all the things she had to endure, look, it don't look good. Not to say she was deserving of it, but it's just like when you see yourself around these type of people and they're doing all this stuff, they're going to include you. I don't know where that man's life is going to be in a few years, but tell you the truth, I wouldn't be here documenting it. I'm not going to be, this is not like I'm not going to be living this whole Diddy situation. It's like, to me personally, I'm already done with it. Like, whatever happens in this situation, I'm leaving it up to the jurors and the people that's in that court. I just want to see how it turns out. Is he going to walk free, or is he going to, but do I personally, I don't know that man. To be honest with you, I don't know him. From what they display about his character, not the type of person I want to know. I'm just hoping his kids don't take on that same mentality, because it could happen worse to them. The karma doesn't ever stop. But I'm pretty sure that people around him, usually when there's a person in power like that, and they feel like they're pushing their power around, everybody around them knows what's going on. They just can't see it. So hopefully everybody that's seen this and witnessed this, like real time in their face, could learn a lesson from this and know that, taking advantage of people and things like that, it's not going to be tolerated in these years to come. What you might feel like is not sex trafficking is sex trafficking to these people. So be easy, and racketeering and things like that. All of these fall into, and it takes away years and years of your life. I think the older you are, you should be more responsible, because at the end of the day, they throw you away. You never know, you pass away in prison, or you never make it out because somebody's trying to, you see R. Kelly trying to crawl his way out because he feel like the authority, they're trying to kill him in prison. It's like, what type of life is that? As a matter of fact, I was reading an article on Chris Brown where they said that he just wanted to sometimes when he travels, because his music takes him all around the world, but sometimes when he travels, he just likes to find some little time for himself and go outside by himself and that's cool, man. I understood that, because every day you're having people they know who you are because of your popularity, and you really get no time for yourself or time to yourself to even adjust what you got going on. And sometimes I could just imagine how that could be it could wear down on you, in other words. It's crazy. Being popular is not what everybody thinks. Everybody wants to be popular till they don't want to be popular, I don't know how that will be. Everybody just always recognizing me, running down on me, and I can't. Some people hiding in the bushes, taking pictures of me every single day, and I can't do what I'm. Number one, I'm a very private person in the first place. So all of that would invade my space where I just want to have peace by myself. I'm the type of person I'd rather be, because I'm not rich. I'd rather be rich and not famous and just be able to do what I want to do and go places where I want. Because all of that, everybody knowing stuff, all in your business, it don't really say, it could get, in these times, it could get very dangerous. It could get very dangerous. Don't you know there's some couples, I'm laying back on saying the names, but there's some couples out there where if you take the money out of a certain person's pocket, their wife is leaving them or their girlfriend is leaving them, they're not staying with them. Like, some people are in the industry having to pay, like almost like your girlfriend's on a lease. The minute you stop paying, she's going to the next person that's going to be ready to take over that lease. A lot of these guys, they don't really, it's not about love, man. Let them, one of them, God forbid, get sick or something. Let's see if their partner is going to stay on by their side, or if they was just there for the money. If they don't keep buying things for them, out of here. Out of here. Their eyes are gonna be wandering for somebody else. I haven't even, I haven't in a while. The last time I spoke to you guys, I spoke to you on that whole Cardi situation with the Offset. When I think of it, I haven't seen any new articles or anything on it. I haven't really kept up with it, to be honest with you. But that whole Cardi being Offset relationship was a sad breakup. But it just goes to show the dynamics are switching, where females are becoming more independent, and the wrongs that we do can be detrimental to how they react to it now. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to be here. No. And that's with kids. But I do feel some type of way for Offset too. Everybody makes mistakes. See Offset out there, he doing his own thing, getting caught on social media. And now when he realized, he turned around, the person that's going to always be by your side ain't there no more. Yeah, you're going to feel some kind of way. And you get to see it on social media in real time, somebody else with your chick, you're going to feel some kind of way as a man, period, Well, sometimes you just got to move on, because everything happens for a reason. That's the way I look at life. Everything happens for a reason. After this, I'm not going to be looking up no YouTube, anything. I'm going to be thinking about my lunch and these videos I got to drop for y'all. I might drop another video on some other things that I edited. I got a few more videos I want to drop. I just jumped on the live today just to say what's up, really. I see what's going on in certain things, but I don't be paying too much mind to this stuff, man. It ain't entertaining for me. Me, I'd more likely rather watch a movie or something. I seen some good movies there. I'm like, okay, they're getting there. I think the more they take AI out of the movies, the better the movies will be, because everybody got these same stories, and they just doubling and tripling up on the same story. I don't like to see that. I don't tune into that. I heard 50 got something new coming up that I'm tuning into. I did see it, and you know what? Remember I told you guys about that game show? It's called The Snake. It's about people that manipulate people. The first episode was yesterday, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy with it. I don't know if I'm gonna last the whole thing, but I feel like they should have had the concept a little bit tighter on the manipulation part, but it just feels like, I don't know. But that's the way of the world if you think about it. Like, people are trying to manipulate people out of their possessions, or manipulate people to think they're somebody. Half this stuff I don't believe. Because you got to understand, it's levels to everybody what people think is success and successful. And I see some people getting like not even 50% of the way, and they're ready to just, oh, I did this and did that. It's like, half of this stuff I don't tune into. It keeps your mental right and keeps you sharp on the things that you got going on in your life and the things you got to do. I don't find no more entertaining than just watching people tear down people. I always tell you all about that stuff, man. Them people are broke people. Them people are broke-minded. It don't got to be about money. People are going to always, their opinions come from how they live their life in their past or what they experience. So sometimes when you can't get out that dark place, you see everything as dark. I ain't with all of that miserable energy. I'm not with that. I see it all the time. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I hope, another thing too, I don't go to concerts or no clubs and no not. I don't do all that stuff. But I did want to see if that summer jam that's coming up, if they're streaming that, that'd be really dope. I'll definitely watch it there. But as far as me going out and doing all of that stuff, nah. It ain't for me. I grew out of that stuff, man. That's for the youngins, man. They go out there, enjoy themselves. A guy like myself, I'm not trying to deal with that. Like, right now I keep hip hop. I'm more still into the lifestyle than I am with the music. When it comes down to the music, people are saying anything to get anything. I listen to the people that I listen to and here and there I add new people on that list, but anything else it's just not for me. I've been on some cool out, just chilling type of vibe. That's what I've been up to. That's what I've been up to, y'all. And the more I stay away from this stuff, the more I find myself further away from it. It's crazy. People talking about, yo, I got no money, I need this money, and they over here downloading all this music that they could have been saved money on, and the people ain't even got no real messages in it. Like, come on now, all this, like, I just seen, let me see, I see, like, people, you know, it's one thing, like, I know some people might not want Trump in office, this and that, but when he's in office, don't act like a baby and just start destructing things just because you didn't have it your way. These are the type of people, these are sick-minded people. They don't realize that they're the ones that's the problem. You got to come to terms with people, and you got to try to make things go the right way. Whether it goes right for you or the next person, you just got to get your mind right. If it's that much as messing with your mind, don't pay attention to it. People that don't pay attention to all of this stuff, they have a better and peaceful life because it has nothing really to do with everybody. You got to get your mind right, man. Start concentrating on what other people are doing, and you start doing stuff. Everybody gonna want to do something different, you know. But when it comes out, like I told you, on YouTube, it ain't no place on YouTube where it's only for entertainment and information. That's it. Everything else, people gonna tell you a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. How they got this, how they got that. Meanwhile, they ain't got no smile or they ain't feeling good about it. You gotta do what you gotta do to get where you gotta go. And this is the place for, I tell anybody, it's better you jump on YouTube and try to make something yourself than go and jump it out in them streets and trying to go take something from somebody that they earn. You could earn your own and save yourself a lot of time in prison too. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. It's all about your environment and the people that's going to be around you to get that information so you can do what you got to do. I'm on some cool out today, though. I just wanted to get this live out, speak to you guys for a few, and I'm going to drop some videos, and then I got to go about my way. I wish I could tell you all about, but I can't. Who's ever in here, or if you're watching this late and you're watching this after this live is done, make sure y'all like and share the videos. I appreciate it. R. Kelly, though, they're trying to kill him. So what if R. Kelly pops up dead now? That's going to be a big lawsuit. Did y'all guys hear also Taylor Swift? That's why I tell you about this celebrity life. She files another protective order against somebody that's been stalking her, saying that she has their kid. See how crazy people are? Her celebrity, her status, warranting these people to think that they slept with her. And she like, I don't know these people. It's weird people in this world. Mental health is playing a big deal in a lot of these situations, man. So now she got to protect another protective order. So now you thinking, oh, she's on them stages and this is that. No, but her life outside of that it's getting rougher and rougher because the celebrity, her status that she grew into, she's attracting weirdos. It happens all the time. How do you think they killed John Lennon? His own fan killed him. You might not understand it, but his own fan killed him. It gets spooky and scary. You gotta be very careful of what you put out there, because things will come back. And sometimes it don't come back in the form of money. It comes back sometimes in bullets. That's just the reality we living in, so you gotta be mindful of the things you do. I don't pay attention to a lot of people anymore like I used to. On YouTube, I used to look around and, see different things, see the headlines, he trolling this and that. I don't got no time for that. The only thing I got time for is to put some good word out, share the videos, dip, check maybe a few content creators, and then I'm out. Anything else, man, ain't gonna serve me. Your coffin don't have your subscribers and everybody in it, do it? When it's time for you to go and you're in that coffin, you think more people are gonna jump in there with you? That's going to be only yours. So while you're outside, you got to make better sense of time instead of concentrating on people that you don't even know. You don't even know these people. Why are you out there doing it? I don't get it. But I promise you, I'm on some cool out things today, man. I feel good. Things in my life I gotta fix up. You know? Let me see what else we got here. Let me look down and see what's going on. Like I tell you, you know, the drinking and driving stuff, man. There's a country artist, Connor Smith. He got into a fatal car accident and he ended up killing somebody, then passing away. And he was, I think it was he was drunk, DWI. You over there, you all boozed up and you thinking that's gonna boost something. You jump in the car now, you crash, and oh, it's not your fault. It's your fault. Somebody died. You gotta do time behind that, or you could have took. Or you know, people are throwing their life away over alcohol. That poison be killing so many people. It's the second leading death in New York. And people just wanna find their escape. The minute you find your escape in alcohol and things like that, oh, you in trouble. You trying to follow your favorite celebrity because they told you that this bottle and this is how this tastes. You think they're gonna be drinking that all day like that? If they did, they couldn't pursue their job. Because you could become an alcoholic quicker than you could become a superstar. I'm telling you. Once after a while, when the alcohol takes over, you're not gonna be able to go on with your life. It's gonna take over who you are and how you conduct yourself. I've seen this other thing where they're saying Kodak Black, he was having problems, this and that, because I don't think he has been fully honest, and it doesn't mean that you have to be honest to us, but honest with himself about, he's always going back and dipping back. So of course, when you're taking pills and things like that, those come with suicidal, some of those things can make you think of suicide and unaliving yourself. People don't realize that. But sometimes if you see these medicine commercials or whatnot, they'll tell you, like, this could cause this type of tendency. It tells you, but people don't listen for that. They just want to pop the pill and feel a certain way. But when it changes the way you react to things in your body, yeah, of course it's going to mess with your mind and you're going to end up taking your life. There's no time to look back and see what the things that you did. You don't get that, the afterlife, we don't know what's after that. We don't know. So you don't get that time to go back. All you didn't have to do was just go take all that poisonous stuff. He doesn't, and jumping on live all the time, that, the young folks, they ready to jump on live with that. Make sure when you jump on live, you're saying the right things, because even putting that out into the atmosphere, you could find yourself in a mental home. Doing drugs on camera and all this stuff, it's just, it became to a point where the reflection that we put out there for our culture, everybody as a whole, it don't look good. And it's not the fact that everybody's doing the same things, but there's a majority of people that's just throwing their life away on social media. They want the world to see them throw their life away. And I don't want to participate in watching that stuff. I might pick up a headline after and give somebody a lesson on it. But as far as me watching it as it goes along, now I don't got time for that stuff. You could do that stuff in private. You want the world to see you take your life and do stupid stuff? Well, that's your business, not mine. I don't go for that nonsense. I don't even want to watch none of that stuff. It's damn near depressing. It's damn near depressing. But after this video, you know what? I'm going to drop it one for 11 o'clock. I don't know which one, because I edited a few videos. I just got to dig through them and see which ones that, which one I could just drop for you guys. But if you're just tuning in, or you're tuning in after the fact, I also have another video. It's about tent cities. People are, they're losing their housing and they're staying in tents with their families. I mean, raising little kids in tents. It's just, we had a point in our lives, in all our lives, that we know that anything can happen at any time. Don't ever think somebody is more secure than you. You ain't got to worry about them. Because if, God forbid, it hit them, which I hope it doesn't, if the same situation, they're not going to know how to get out of that. They're so attached to so many things that when hard times come, it trips them up. Like I always tell people, it's a harder blow When somebody's taking what you already have and you have to go down, than not having it at all and trying to make it on the way up. And that right there is the same mentality that it garners greed in our society. That people just, I got to get more and more and more. And then by the time they finish, their life is almost up. When you look back, you don't even know who's back there. You just got to get it, got to get it, got to get it. Don't you know the people that make the most work the least because of the type of things that they're doing to get where they got to go? You're trying to be hustle man, losing sleep, this and that. All of that's going to play on your mental health. So by the time whatever number is in your head that makes you feel like you got enough to go, you just threw away your whole life and everything for nothing. I don't know, man. Hopefully this reached somebody out there and somebody takes something from it. But today I was just on some cool out. I got some food in my stomach. I'm about to get lunch later. I'm cooling out today. Stay on the lookout for my new videos. I love you guys. I see you guys Friday. We'll chop it up, drop some more jewels. Take care of yourself. Be good to people. And have that good karma come back to you, not that bad karma. Because people are upstairs. They don't got this up here. That's the reason why they think like the way they do. I don't got time for that. I'm only here to protect my family and my peace, all right? Love you all. Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, a.k.a. Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Make sure you guys subscribe right now. Stay up, y'all. And don't go out there harming nobody. And don't invite all of that negativity in your home. Be thankful you have a roof over your head and some good people behind you, all right? 1.